looking for comfortable.
I just got a message. He said he's running 2 minutes late. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Good morning.
Sir, it's 12 p.m. Should I start recording now?
We're just waiting for Commissioner Sanchez.
Okay.
Give us a few more minutes. Thank you. Thank you.
Don't forget about bringing up the other dates. Okay?
Commissioner, hey, how are you guys? Okay, so okay, ready to go.
Oh, yeah.
Extra water?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You got water.
Yeah. Sorry, cat my bed. So. Hey, sure.
How you doing, sir?
Like that jacket.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that,
Sorry.
the homeless guy outside, that put up a good fight.
Did you?
I was able to get
I'm glad you got him.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You probably borrow that.
Start
phone.
the recording.
Are we recording?
I'm starting now.
Thank you very much. Afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the regularly scheduled GHURA board meeting here at Sindahanya in the conference room on the first floor. It is now 12:05 p.m. and I call this meeting to order. Let me begin with roll call. Commissioner Shizaki, I see you online.
I'm here.
I know that Commissioner Delia is excused. Commissioner Corpus is excused. Commissioner Rice here. Thank you very much. Commissioner Sanchez here. Thank you very much. And so we have a quorum. All right. Thank you very much. Let's proceed. Item number 2. Board meeting public announcements located in your packet. First printing on Tuesday, April 4th. And second printing Sunday, April 9th. And that is affirmed. Thank you very much. Okay, let's move on. Approval of previous board meeting board minutes from March 14th, 2023.
So if I may, Chairman,
Yes.
I apologize that I think your copies might have had the second pages all upside down of the 7 pages. So we will get you, we will replace your hard copies. Our apologies for that. And the only thing I really needed to make sure that we corrected was on the first page where we have legal counsel's name. It is showing it incorrectly as ELICIO, but it should be ELISEO.
Yes.
Wait, did I say that right, Alicio?
Oh, yes, you did, Edie. Thank you.
Other than that, I didn't really find anything else.
Okay.
I noted a couple, on page 4,
Okay.
4th sentence down, it should read, they must be taken off OFF instead of off OF.
I'm sorry, page 4.
Page 4,
Fourth
4th sentence
sentence
down,
down. Okay.
it should be taken
Off-
off the books.
Off the books.
Yeah.
Okay.
And another one on page 6, 7, the first paragraph or second paragraph, actually, it's Director Napoli added that she is in communications
Okay.
with GHURA. That's it.
Thank you very much.
Mhm.
Then if you look on page 2, under number 2, 031-23, the last sentence there with the 33,315, there's an extra space. That's just not that big, but include that space. Anything else? If not, may I get a motion?
I move to approve the minutes of board meeting on March 14, 2023, with subject to corrections.
Can I get a second? Thank you, Commissioner. Is there any further discussions on the matter? Right. I'm sorry, there's one more. Page 7 on division updates number 2. It's just the correction of the spelling. Mr. Dishos. Right. So we have a motion on the floor by Commissioner Rice, seconded by Commissioner Nate, to approve the board minutes and subject to any corrections. Any further discussion? Okay. Hearing and seeing none, may I call for the vote. All in favor, please say aye or raise your hand so I can see you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you very much. Motion passes unanimously. Moving on to item number 4, new business, intent to award. IFB number GHURA -23-09-mod 9 to -AMP4, renovations of 9 public housing units. Madam Executive Director.
Thank you, Chairman. The intent of award for IFB number GHURA -23-09-mod 9-AMP4, the renovation of 9 public housing units. A bid opening for the subject project was held on February 24th, 2023 at 2:00 p.m. A total of 3 contractors purchased a set of bid specifications, of which both submitted a bid, or all submitted a bid. Listed below are the results of the bid submissions, which were opened and read out aloud publicly. Contractor number 1 was Guam Evergreen Corporation with a 15% bid bond, with a base bid number 1 of $285,192. Contractor number 2 was OH Construction with a bid bond of 15% and base bid of $292,000. Third contractor was Genesis Tech Corp, bid bond of $45,000 and base bid of $297,000. Government estimate was $255,350. The intent of the project is to modernize units as per scope of work. Base bid 1 consists of 9 vacant units at the AMP4 sites. Of these 9 vacant units, 7 units are located in Totu and 2 are in Dededo. Modernization includes, but is not limited to, cleaning building interiors and common areas, replacing exterior and interior doors, carpentry, painting, plumbing, sewer replacement, and electrical work. A detailed scope of work is included in the bid documents for review. In review of the bid results, Guam Evergreen Corporation provided the lowest responsive and responsible bid. They have been cleared by Department of Labor Compliance, OSHA, and EPLS debarred list. See attached verification. Based on AE staff's review and determination, we are requesting approval to issue the contract to Guam Evergreen Corporation for the total amount of $285,192. Funding is available under the Capital Fund program. Mr. Sunny is here if anyone has any questions.
Yes, I have a question. Yes, sir. With Guam Evergreen Corporation, you worked with this organization before?
This would be the first time, well, at least in my
Since you
years
were
here.
Yes, right.
Yes, I know they've submitted for bids
Okay.
for other work,
Yes.
but they were always a little too high, so they
Sure.
were selected, sir.
Gotcha. It's just excuse me, we have the two contractors that we normally utilize, so just wondering if, what's the history of Evergreen?
Yeah, well, I know they've been around.
Right, we know,
They've been around, but
just wondering in relationship to like what their history is with us.
Yeah, not in the last 3 years.
So they haven't been awarded anything in the past 3 years.
Right.
Prior, I mean, to your knowledge?
Possibly prior, so I think.
Gotcha. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sunny, typically on, so I'm looking at page 4 or 5, right? The basic bid for the 9 mod units.
Yes, sir.
So I'm looking at the batch for total, right? What's the, just generally speaking, right? What's the what would be the difference between the 37,000 and 46,000? Right, because so there's quite a bit of them are at the 37,000 range, and then there's 2 that are about 10,000 more, give or take, right? What accounts for that? Is that usually just a kitchen upgrade or something to that effect?
Sometimes, sir, it is the waistline change-outs. If this is an older unit built in the 70s, you have a cast iron waistline coming out of the kitchen and sometimes coming out of the restrooms. And we often find that those lines collapse. And if it's met that threshold in terms of time, and we know already historically, then we'd rather go ahead and just change it up. Or if we have received complaints from former tenants that were in there, we would just go in and change it up.
Are those things that we know? Are those things we know because we have records of, or are those just things we have to go in and as these units are being mods, being in the mod phase, right? Is that something we figure out then, or do we have like some sort of listing that kind of gives us an idea of when these things are going to become problematic?
We have a little of both.
Okay.
And oftentimes what triggers is the complaints.
Okay.
Only because the way that these houses are set up, the waistline is a common waistline. And if the waistline, if we get complaints from one side of the facility, we already expect it for the other side because it's a common, it's a common line. So instead of waiting for the other side to start complaining, we may as well just change it. So yes, there's a threshold for both. If we see increased complaints, then we already put it as an item to be worked on and replaced.
Mr. Chairman, if I may.
Sure.
For the mods, the bedroom size also plays a factor. They estimate about 10, 11,000 for additional bedroom for the extra work that goes into that.
Okay.
Yes.
Good. Anybody have any more questions? Pretty standard. If there are no more questions, may I call for the motion?
Sure, a motion to approve this consent to award IFB number GHURA-23-09-lot 9-AMP4 renovation of 9 public housing units in the amount of $285,192. Guam Evergreen Corporation.
Thank you very much. May I get a second?
Second.
that motion.
Thank you, Commissioner Ishizaki. Any further discussion on the matter? Nope. Hearing and seeing none, may call for the vote. All in favor, please say aye or raise your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you very much. Motion passes unanimously for intent to award IFB GURA -23-09-mod 9-AMP4. Right. Thank you very much. Commission, Madam Executive Director.
Okay, on item number 2 for the new business, it said change order number 1, and it was for IFB number GURA -09-26-2017-CDBG, the upgrade of baseball fields in Sinahanya and Umatic. Unfortunately, I have to apologize because the documentation that was needed for this change order to be presented to you for your approval was not received. So we will have to table this change order until the next meeting. So our apologies again.
Okay, no problem. Thank you very much. Okay, moving on then to item number 5, Executive Director's Report.
Thank you again, Chairman. At this time, the only thing that I have for the Executive Director's report is actually an invitation to the ribbon cutting ceremony for the long-awaited completed Inarajan basketball court, which will take place next Monday, April 17th at 11:00 a.m. at the Inarajan basketball court. We will be sending you the invites, but please note it on your calendar. It would be wonderful if you could be present for that. But that is all that we are going to have for the Executive Director's report today.
Thank you very much. And then moving on to item number 6, general discussion and announcements, HR item.
Today,
Okay.
Today,
Thank you.
Commissioners. Thank you, Director Liz. Just an update on the executive performance evaluations as required by law for the initial evaluations, which is their 6-month rating period. Here's the update. Out of the 7 commissioners, I'm just pending 1 more. This includes former Commissioner Vice Chairwoman Monica Guzman. So I hope to report out the results of those evals by next board meeting. I am in contact with the final commissioner to get that done. So hope to, again, to report out by next board meeting and close out the 6-month initial. Okay, because heads up, we're approaching their 1-year evaluation. Director Liz is due in July and Deputy Esteves is due in August. So for planning purposes, I will be sending that out sometime in June. So sorry, you will be seeing this as an item again, but hopefully it'll be a lot faster. So just a heads up there.
Okay.
Okay, so
Thank
hopefully
you.
next board meeting. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And then we also have next proposed scheduled board meeting of Tuesday, May 9th, 2023 at 12.
If I may, Chairman, we are requesting that we move it up to Tuesday, April 25th at 12 noon if possible, because a couple of items that were tabled, we would be ready to address at that board meeting, and time is of the essence for them. So if possible, could we move that board meeting up to Tuesday, April 25th instead of Tuesday, May 9th?
So are we asking, so we're having a double meeting in April. Are we going to have one in May? We'll pass that bridge later.
Maybe much later.
Okay.
In the much later in the month, because we do have some HUD officials that will be doing a monitoring visit the first week of May. So probably not till mid to late May.
Okay. So proposed is April 25th. Okay, everybody please mark your calendars and Audrey will send out, Audrey or Kat will send out the notice just to. Right,
Thank you.
thank you very much. Any other announcements for general discussion? None, okay. So let's move on then. Item number 7, executive session. So we have an executive session that's on the agenda. May I get a motion on the floor to adjourn for executive session? Or move into executive session.
Motion to-
Okay, thank you, Commissioner Sanchez. May I get a second?
Second that.
Thank you, Commissioner Rice, for the second. Any further discussion? Hearing and seeing none, I call for the vote to enter into executive session. All in favor, please say aye, raise your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you. Motion passes. We will now pause for executive session. Thank you very much. Let's prepare. We need just Commissioner.
Hey, Joyce,
Yes, I'm putting everybody in the waiting room now, except
Okay.
Mr. Isaki, is that correct?
yes, but because we're gonna have the court reporter, I know you're logged on as Audrey.
Yes.
If you're hosting, then I think we just should change the name on the thing, so it's,
Oh, okay.
or maybe just put it as host.
So it's YouTube still rolling.
Yeah, would that work if she's hosting? Because I think she would still need to step away.
Yeah, she would still need to step in.
Yeah.
It's very specific about who's allowed.
I think I need to